Oh, here's one. Here's a bulldozer. This is an update, all right? I got this sent in to me after I shared that one from the logger who had the belt blow off of his bulldozer. Listen to this. Steve, I sent you an encounter a few days ago and I forgot to add the mechanic and I looked for the missing track pad that was missing with no luck. The bolts were broke off. The contractor soon packed up and defaulted his contract. The landowner took him to court. The contractor wanted me to testify in court on his behalf. I was not interested because I was friends with the landowner. The landowner are gone now, and my second cousins own the land now. I'm going to pull them aside someday and tell them what happened up there. I watched the military performing maneuvers in that area for some time. I think they still do. Well, that definitely sounds interesting. And I don't envy your cousins once you tell them what was going on. But if, with all that going on, I'm quite certain they probably have had a couple encounters themselves by now, right? What a crazy lifetime this is, isn't it? This is just a crazy ass lifetime going on. It's too bad that all the real good stuff, the real cool knowledge, is knowledge that we have to go out of our way to find out for ourselves, because nobody's going to share it with us, right? So, but that's a bit of a fun journey getting there, isn't it? Seeking out and finding that hidden knowledge, that hidden, real, true knowledge. But anyway. All right. I still got enough battery left here. I might be able to pull off a couple more before I go. And grunt my way back down up the mountain. It's funny, I don't know if the sun's shining on that willow patch behind me there. That's a prime wintering zone for moose. There was a pile of moose sign in there last fall. I meant to go in there earlier in the spring and see if I could find, there's a bull in there, a few bulls, and find their antlers. But it's not that easy to find moose antlers. A mountain moose like this, because they basically stand in the middle of the thickest willow they can find all winter long. And it's actually a survival tactic, because if the moose are so big and so tall with long legs, they can go running, like steamrolling right through that willow. And if there's a wolf after them, the wolf has to weave his way like this all through the willow and tackle the deep snow, right? So you got deep snow, boing, 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 and the wolf's got to wind his way in and out of that willow. And the willow is the food for the moose. So the moose will just stand like a bunch of dinosaurs all winter long, just standing there, eating willow, laying down. So when their antlers finally drop, for us, for somebody who's avid, shed antler hunter, it can be very difficult to find these moose antlers, because it's going to be dropped right dead smack in the middle of a deep 8-foot deep plus willow patch, right? And obviously trying to navigate that on your feet during the springtime is hell. But you never know, they might be on a trail in there. I'd have to go take a look again, but it's too late now. It's all way too greened up. But anyway, listen to this. Here's a recent one just happened not too long ago. But listen to this. Hello, Steve. I respect what you do and have the courage to speak about something no one wants to touch out of fear. You can call me John, since I still have my job, which I'm very grateful in these times. I don't want this encounter to affect it. I tried to reach you in the past, but figured you either didn't believe, didn't care, or simply didn't see my message in the sea of messages you probably have gotten. I'm trying to reach you again after I finally had my first sighting the other day. So I have had multiple encounters leading up to the one I just had the other day while fishing on the Spokane River somewhere in Washington. I don't want to say exact location for reasons of staying anonymous. Prior to the encounter, the other day when I finally saw something, I had always had strange encounters happen while fishing alone in the NW and Alaska. That would be the Northwest, I guess, and Alaska. Have seen big rocks get thrown into the river from the tree line, had a log thrown at me from behind while fishing in Alaska. I turned around only to see thick brush leading up the mountain. Whatever it was, didn't seem like it was meaning to hit me, but it was trying to get my attention. This has been going on for a while now, and I always try to ignore whatever it is because it was unknown to me. By the way, I am Native American and black. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I thought I might add that detail. Fast forward to Sunday, May 31st, 2020. 1 second. Gotta love DEET. All right. Fast forward to Sunday, May 31st, 2020. I was fishing Spokane River to get away from all the mess going on in the world. As I was fishing once again, I saw a rock come flying out of the tree line. I didn't think nothing about it because it's happened so many times before. I've been watching your channel, so I kept an eye on the tree line across from the river. Being in the woods as much as I do, I've developed a sixth sense, so I can sense when there's something or someone watching, and I felt it from across the river. All of a sudden, my eyes zeroed in on what appeared to be a pile of fallen trees. From behind one of the logs, I saw a huge black head watching me. I couldn't believe I thought surely I'm only seeing that because I know about the Sasquatch. I decided to watch this black head to make sure it's not just a log or something. I turned my attention away for a few seconds and the black head was gone. Another thing to note, I usually film and take pictures while I'm fishing, but at the time this occurred, all of my equipment was dead. It was almost like whatever it was watching me knew my electronics were all dead or off. Another side note is when I usually have similar encounters, there's usually a barrier like fast-moving water between me and whatever these things are, so I can't get over there to go investigate and look for tracks. Anyways, I hope you get my message, and this wasn't a waste of my time writing my encounter. Once again, thank you. Oh, it's funny, reading that one made me automatically think of some of Randy Bresson's photographs that he's had. He got a picture of that one, a couple pictures of that one peeking over top of that stump at him. And it's not an uncommon experience, right? And a message directly to you, the person who emailed us in, you know, you're right. I get so many emails. It is absolutely unbelievable. And it's funny, every once and again you get somebody on there. I'll catch an email and somebody will just be tearing a shred off my ass because I haven't replied to one or two or even more emails that they sent into me. and then it's not very common, you guys, but the odd character will I've seen it happen a couple times now where the odd character will blow a gasket on me for not replying to some of their emails. And I haven't even seen them, and by out of luck of the draw, I only see the email where they're snapping their ass on me, and it seems as if they've started a mini war with me and an argument with me. It's been going on for a while, which I'm oblivious to, and all of a sudden I get in on the conversation at the end. It's hard because I do give a shit about everybody. I give a shit about people, and I can only imagine sometimes how it can possibly take the guts up to email in your story like everybody else, and then it's not getting read or you're not getting replied to. And I sympathize with that, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it. You know, I'm only one person. I've had strangers offer up to help me with the emails, but like, think about it. How the hell do you give access to your email and your domain name? How do you give access to that to a stranger online, right? And furthermore, you people aren't emailing a stranger, you're emailing me. So that's not really an honest thing to do, I don't think. But whatever, we'll get through it eventually, right? You know, Sarah's got a business she has to run, which she's actually might be selling fairly soon, and maybe we can get Sarah in on the action, and she can start. If she has the interest, she can start hitting on these emails, and we can get more people replied to and read up on here sooner than later. But anyway, as far as you go, to you, sir, who just emailed that in, just keep going with your gut instinct. For whatever reason, I wouldn't say these things are attracted to you, but they want you to know they're there, without a doubt. They obviously don't want to harm you, otherwise you wouldn't be typing into us right now, would you? But I don't know. I don't know what to say. Bravo for you to keep on going out there. Don't quit. I'm pretty sure if you ever run into something out there that seriously does not want you there ever again, it's probably going to give you that level of fright, so it scares the living shit out of you. so that you won't come back again, right? Unless you've got a frickin' set of titanium, unless you got a frickin' set of titanium cojones that just don't get scared of absolutely nothing. Anyway, pretty cool view back there, isn't it? Let's see. So, again, you know, there is so many comments. There's tons of comments, and there's a lot of emails that come in with people sounding relieved and thanking for their story being read. And that's good enough fuel for me to keep this going. So I'll keep this going.